Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Witch Queen Season of the Haunted intel. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a very easy solo and flawless glitch for the Duality dungeon. This will help with speed runs, or if you're just trying to farm out some solo loot. I'll also cover a damage glitch that will help dramatically in this particular dungeon, but also in all encounters, in any activity in the game currently. But before I get into all that information, I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaways on my YouTube channel every 1,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into any future giveaway on this YouTube channel is like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the post notifications, that bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. You can also leave a comment or any of the hashtags listed directly beneath this video in the comment section for another entry into that giveaway for this video. And remember, I do that for every video, so if you haven't done this on any previous piece of content on this channel, you can always go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. So the first glitch I'm actually going to cover is more for all activities, but I think really comes in handy in this particular one, and it comes in two parts. I'm going to really focus on how it actually works best with a particular glitched exotic currently. So interestingly enough, Radiant actually stacks with Charged with Light. Now, I was using the high energy fire mod to actually get this, and any melee I got with solar was essentially giving me the radiant. And when you stack these two together, you get essentially a 40% to, seems like sometimes 50% damage buff. I think it all depends on what other mods you might have on you. Now, this really pairs well with this exotic, which is currently really broken, the Anarchy. If you don't have the Anarchy, I have videos on how any solo player can actually acquire it. But as you can see here, without any buffs on whatsoever, it's doing 33,000 ticks per damage per second. That's way more than what it should be doing. I'm not totally sure why it's working that way, but it is. And when you pair this with Radiant and Charged with Light, it does 50,000 ticks of damage per second. Now, I'm not some big build crafter here. I don't have that great a build going into this, but even with the simplest of margins as far as what is good and what isn't, this is still doing crazy damage. So for anybody who just doesn't really know what to bring with them if they're trying to solo this, Anarchy is definitely something I would pick. It's great for ad clear, and it's really good for boss damage. And normally, if it was functioning the way it is supposed to be functioning this season, I would say don't use it, go with something like Gallarhorn. But with this particular damage bug, I would definitely suggest using this. Now, the next glitch is a skip. We're going to be getting outside the map, and we're going to be skipping all the way, if you want, to the final encounter. Now, this is actually, I think, really good for possible speed runs or for a flawless run. It's good for solo up to a point, in that you need to actually do the previous encounters in order to trigger the last encounter. But you can do everything up to that point. So, if you're trying to get the catalyst for the exotic sword from the Duality dungeon, this is a way to do that, solo, without actually having to beat the dungeon itself. If you're just trying to farm out some of the secret chests, you can do that this way, and you can farm out those 3 times a week if you're doing it on all 3 characters, and this is so easy that it's actually doable on all 3 classes. Or, if you're trying to get a flawless run, all you have to do is have the person who's trying to go flawless do this. It doesn't save you from the last encounter, of course, that you're going to have to do, but there are places in the last encounter where you can hide and you are unkillable. So, if you do this and then you have your 2 teammates work through the dungeon as normal, you can get a flawless run. So up to this point in the dungeon, you're going to be doing everything normally. It's not until you get to this point that we're going to actually do anything different. Now, I like to take the method of just shooting the bell as soon as I go through this door. It saves me having to kill all these ads, makes this whole process a little quicker. That is not the glitch, of course. We're going to make our way into this room for the next bell, and that's where we're going to find our way out of the map. And this is actually a very easy spot to get outside the map. I'm surprised I didn't actually just stumble into it once while I was doing this raid normally. Hit the bell, head off to the right, and then drop right down between these two slats in the wall, and then just drop onto the scaffolding. You're outside the map. It's very easy jumping. There's really no major place where you can really fall off and not have the opportunity to restart. Though this looks like you can go up higher, you actually can't. Just sort of fall into this object and then run across until you see daylight again. Head towards these two pillars that I'm over the top of, and you'll find yourself falling down. Drop down till you see this sort of other slat in the floor. Fall through it. Move forward a little bit till you drop off that little ledge, and then scoot over to the left side here. Crouch down. And then drop down onto this grayish platform. This is the only somewhat tricky spot. You have to jump over to this corner, I would suggest, just to hit the load zone so you can get the next area to come in. Then make your way back up. Simplest way is the way I'm doing it. If you're on a hunter, I might suggest bringing stasis. I think that would make this whole thing easier. Titans, I don't think will have much of a problem, so long as you're bringing Lion Rampant boots and a sword. Make your way over to this area, which is just loaded in. Traverse across, and then you'll sort of sit right on that edge. You'll feel there's a little bit of a barrier blocking you. Just jump over it and fall down. Keep in mind some of this is not actual ground, so don't get hurt on the falls. But even if you do, of course, you'll be able to start over again if you're just trying to solo farm this for a secret chest. But if you're going for that flawless run, just keep that in mind. Head across this area where you see the green mist, and then jump over to this circular platform. Stay right on the edge of the side that we land on, and then just drop down to the ledge directly below. Traverse across once again. Head up onto this platform, turn left, and then jump up onto this platform, and we're going to this ledge on the left. The reason is because if you try to go directly ahead, you will hit a kill barrier. This way you'll hit a small turn back barrier, but if you can keep above it just by hovering, and then jump off, and jump diagonally across to this next area, you'll see the color change. The map will load in a bit more. If you once you fall down, it'll actually go back to the way it was in that sort of grayish color. Land anywhere on here you'd like, but you're going to make your way down to this ledge. Jump down and back, and you're once again inside the map. Now in the depths. This is directly where a secret chest is, but you can also make your way back from this area. I don't know if you can do that on every single character. A Warlock might be the best. That's if you're going for the catalyst and all the secret stuff. For at least a section of it. Most of it is actually, I think, easily done just by going through the raid normally. And that's it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found some of this information helpful. I'm just going to let the rest of the video play out. This was the way up to the final catalyst chest, if you didn't know where it was. And the boss kill on I think it was just a normal legendary run that my friends and I were doing. Appreciate all the new subscribers to the channel. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and this video, as I said in the beginning, for an entry into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a comment down below for another entry. And hopefully you can use this to either farm out some of that secret loot on your own, or maybe get a flawless run. Thanks so much for watching once more, and of course I am Wilhelm Scream. We will see you in the next video.